Guys, it's me, Rohan Singh, and today I'm going to talk about one of the saddest and the most tragic books I've ever read in my life. This book, in my opinion, depicts one of the most horrific and tragic circumstances a person can be in. The book I'm talking about is Night by Elie Wiesel. This is a story about the author Elie Wiesel and his family who are living in Romania. This takes place during World War II. One day, they suddenly get rounded up alongside the entire townspeople and the city people, all the Jewish people. They're rounded up and taken by the Nazis, who are of course controlled by Adolf Hitler, and then are transported to Auschwitz and then later to Buchenwald. Both of these are concentration camps whose primary function is the systematic mass killing of Jews. This book depicts his journey from living a normal Jewish life as a teenager to having been robbed of his innocence and seen the worst things humans can do to each other. This book also recounts horrific acts of violence, so if anybody is cannot handle these immense type of violence and depictions of gore and death, then I advise that you don't read this book. However, if you want an eye-opening experience that really tells you how much human beings can do to each other, then I suggest that you read this book. Now, this book may look slim, but it is a slim volume of terrifying power. One of the biggest strengths of this book is that it tells the tale, or this horrific tale, of an innocent family, of an innocent amount of people who are suddenly being rounded up and killed off through mass shootings and being moved to concentration camps, which are specifically meant to break down a person's will, to get rid of their innocence and to eventually kill them, either through physical harm or mental harm. It is a very personal account of the Holocaust. It's terrifying that events as horrific as these happened only 75 years ago. I mean, not even a century. One of the best strengths of Night is that the author Elie Wiesel is so good at describing the horrific things which happened to him and his friends and his family and all the Jewish people. The way they were systematically checked, the way the concentration camps, the Nazi guards, the commanders, all of them, the things which they did to not only physically injure a person, to physically break them down, but also to mentally break them down, and the things which they faced. He also gives a very good description of the camp in and of itself, the way it was structured, the way his day went, the jobs which they were given to fulfill inside the camp, and how they were transported from one camp to the other, how the veteran prisoners behaved, how the SS behaved towards their prisoners, how they were liberated. Basically, this is the entire journey of the Holocaust. I'm not going to lie, there were some parts in this book that really just shook me and made me stop reading it for a second to think about what would I have done if I were in this person's circumstances. Probably one of the best tellings of the Holocaust ever written, in my opinion. So if any of you want a book that will move you psychologically, then I suggest this one. It's a very tragic tale. There are some scenes in it which, if you are a person who is easily offended or scared by acts of violence, then I suggest that you don't read this book. But if you're a person who wants a moving tale, then I guarantee that you will enjoy Night. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, like if you enjoyed it, and goodbye.